museum is 2 floors. It's newly renovated, so you're going to find it in a good state compared to the big not showroom even, the big storage area we had at the Egyptian Museum. It's very well lit, it's very well displayed, everything is labeled, and it's 2 floors. The bottom floor, this is where you only see plaster stuff, like plaster carvings of some of the Greek and Roman mythology, columns of capitals, some of the fresco, some of the paintings over plaster, and they are all Coptic Christian reliefs. At the very beginning, you're going to see it was basically paganism, like you are going to see a shell with Venus coming out of it, a shell with Aphrodite coming out of it, an empty shell, and then the cross in the center of the shell. And then you're going to see that the art is changing. The Coptic Christian art started to be more dominant. You're going to see the fish and the vine leaves as major motifs in the art. And then the upper floor is much more interesting than the bottom floor. In the upper floor we have manuscripts of papyrus, on ostraca, and on deer skin. All the very early writings on papyrus were in the Greek language. And then we are going to see Greek and Coptic. And then we are going to see Coptic language, and then we are going to see Coptic and Arabic. So the oldest are the Greeks and the newest are the Arabic. All the very early writings on papyrus are very well preserved, because once you paint on a papyrus paper, you cannot erase it and reuse it. When they shifted to deer skin, this was when lots of the knowledge about the early Christian era, particularly 1st and 2nd century, was lost. Because you can erase it and reuse it, erase it and reuse it, so they have been erased and reused several times. There is one very interesting thing you will see it displayed in the Coptic Museum on the upper floor, which are the scrolls of Nag Hammadi. Nag Hammadi scrolls are even older than the Dead Sea Scrolls, and those are the oldest religious texts found in the world. And the interesting thing, they were called Nag Hammadi after the area they were found in, which is almost 50 kilometers north of Luxor. And they were scrolls in papyrus found in pottery buried in the ground. And the interesting thing about those scrolls are the writings on it. The writings on it said, give what is to God, give what is to Caesar, and give what is to me, to me. Okay, and this was one of the basics that the Coptic Christian religion had been based on. I don't think you need me to explain about Coptic. I'm sure Sammy did explain this a lot to you, and you know that Coptic means Egyptian, and you know that the creed of the church is the Orthodox, and it is known in the history of churches by the name of the Church of Alexandria. And the word Coptic comes, why is the Coptic Egyptian? Coptic is derived from Egyptus, the Greek word Egyptus. And the Greek word Egyptus is the literary translation of the word Kemet in hieroglyphics. Kemet in hieroglyphics means the black soil and the fertile land. When the Greeks came to Egypt, they translated Kemet to Egyptus. And from Egyptus, the word Copt is derived. And it means, it is the name, and also from the very same word, the word Egypt is derived. So Egypt, Coptic, Kemet, Egyptus are the same meaning for the same word, meaning the Egyptian, referring to the land of Egypt, the black soil, and the fertile land of Egypt. There's another name for Egypt, which is Misr, M-I-S-R. If you remember, Egypt is mentioned in the Old Testament by the name of Misraim. So the name of Egypt in all the Eastern languages is Misr. Arabic, Hebrew, Urdu, Farsi is Misr. The name of Egypt in all Western languages, of course, is